Recently I have been playing a post-apocalyptic zombie survival game called Project Zomboid. It is a fun little game where the main goal is to stay alive. You have to fight off and kill zombies, collect resources, build shelters, and do your best not to die. I decided to make a game similar to it, but also add my own features and game mechanics. I want my game to have that thing that I like the most from GTA 5. No, not that, the movement system. It's the movement system. One of the features that I want my game to have is procedural city generation. So, let's start off by making the algorithm for the city generation. I will be writing my code for this in by far my favorite code editor. I can conclude that using Microsoft Word for coding is probably not the best idea.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
One eternity later.
Now that my algorithm code is fixed, let me show you what it's doing. It generates a grid which is just a two-dimensional array containing zeros and ones, where 0 is a building block and 1 is a street block. When it comes to the workflow of the algorithm, the first part is to generate the horizontal streets. Then randomly these horizontal streets connect, forming vertical streets. Having this randomness will ensure that every new game the player starts will have a different map, and so every new game will be a different experience. Using the algorithm in Unity and seeing the end result is really satisfying. That's awesome, but I wonder what the feeling would be to walk around these empty streets.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I guess that our procedurally generated city also needs some buildings. For the 3D models in my game, I decided to use Synthis Apocalypse low poly asset, and I must say that it really is a great asset. It contains a lot of buildings, streets, characters, and even vehicles. I don't know much about 3D modeling, so this asset will save me a lot of time and effort making the models myself. So, let's now make it so our city will have randomly spawned streets and buildings.
Ooh. 12 seconds later.
Now we have a real city generator. With a given map size, we randomly create an environment for the player. I want to push this to the limits. Let's see how big of a map we can create. Okay, it turns out I forgot to use level of detail for my streets and buildings. The basic idea behind level of detail is that objects in the distance don't require as much detail as objects up close. By using a lower polygon or a simple version of an object far away from the player, you can significantly reduce the number of polygons being rendered, which can improve performance and frame rates. The Synthi asset doesn't come with different model versions for level of detail. I use the Unity Mesh Simplifier, which is a quick and easy way to simplify complex meshes by reducing the number of vertices and polygons while also preserving the overall shape and appearance of the model. I think looking at this empty city is a bit boring. Now is the time to add a player object so that we can walk around our randomly generated city. For the player movement, I decided to use this lovely asset. Besides the really good movement system, the asset also comes with shooting and combat system, enemy AI, driving different vehicles, as well as an inventory system. Since I want to have more control on my game features, I think I'll be only using the movement and shooting system. After applying some post-processing and lighting effects, we can now see the final result. Just know that this is just a small part of the game that I'm working on. It will be a multiplayer survival game that I plan to publish on Steam sometime in the near future. Together with your friends, you will fight off against zombies, collect resources and build shelters. The game will have different game modes like survivors versus zombies, and you will be able to play as a zombie and try to kill any survivor you see. Thank you guys so much for watching, I really appreciate your support. I'm doing my best to deliver great content for you. If you like it, please subscribe to see more. See you in the next one.